Kentucky basketball recruiting is legendary. Kentucky football recruiting a little less stellar, but catching up in recent years. Top 20 classes coming in under the direction of Mark Stoops in recent years. So the Cats look to have another fine class in 2018, and a lot of that coming from the Buckeye State again, with a couple prime candidates, but also some recruiting news in that Alabama now for a second consecutive year, Kevin, has looked to possibly pluck a Kentucky commit from the quarterback position.
You're right. Last year, about this time last summer, Mac Jones, who had committed to Kentucky, one of the best, drop back quarterbacks in this current class. Alabama, Nick Saban came in, offered him a scholarship, and at first he said, I'm not leaving, I'm sticking with Kentucky, and then he flipped his commitment, is now in Alabama. And the same situation has come up now. Jarren Williams, who's right now, he's rated as a three-star quarterback from out of Georgia, but most people think he's going to, rise to at least a 4 when the new ratings come out. He's out of Georgia. I mentioned I have a thing up on Last Word in College Football right now about Kentucky's recruiting class, and it seems to be a recurring thing, as you mentioned, like Stoops, Vince Marrow, Lamar Thomas. They get in on these guys early. They think these guys can help them. They offer them early. They get the commitments, and then they're having to hold off the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Floridas, from these guys. And it happened with Mac Jones last year. And back to what you're saying, Jarren Williams, Alabama just offered him a scholarship this week. And of course, there's a large contingent now of the Big Blue Nation going, oh, geez, not again. They're going to come in, they can get like anybody they want. Why do they want our guys? Kind of thing. And Coach Stoops was on the radio show this morning and actually talked about that. It said, it's very frustrating, that you do all the work on these guys and get in on them early, get them to commit, and then you have constantly having to fight off the bigger schools. But then again, it's also kind of flattering because they're realizing that you guys are getting some really good players and getting in on some really good players. So that's going to be something that remains to be seen what happens with Williams.
Yeah, Kevin, obviously, if you're going after guys that nobody else is going after, then that could be a problem as well.
Right. Yeah. That's if you go back and look at some of the recruiting classes before Stoops got here, you would maybe have 1 or 2, three-star guys, maybe a 4 if you're lucky, and the rest of them, ratings are always, somebody who could be a 1-star recruit could turn out to be, one of the best players, but odds are they may be a 1-star recruit for a reason.
Yeah, collectively they've proven out to be pretty accurate over the course of the volume of players. Now, yeah, any particular player, yeah, we see it all the time. I saw a list of Wisconsin walk-ons who have turned out to be stars in the NFL. So it happens. But over the volume of, recruiting 25 players and signing 25 players over year after year after year, the recruiting rankings have shown us that they match up pretty closely to the final rankings most of the time in the polls.